Hello everyone, welcome back to Learning Science Q&A. Today we are starting with next chapter which is microorganism friend or foe. This is a chapter from NCERT class 8 and today we are starting with part 1. So in the beginning we'll see few things about the microorganism. As we know, microorganisms are very minute organisms which are normally invisible to human eye, and they can only be seen with the help of some aid or with the help of microscope. Microorganisms include bacteria, fungi, archaebacteria or protists. Viruses and algae are also included. They differ in size. Around 1 micrometer is the normal size of microorganism. They differ in terms of their structure, habitat, metabolism, and many other characteristics. Most of the microorganisms are harmful, some can be harmless, and some can be helpful. So we have different category. That means bacteria or even other microorganisms, they can be harmful for us, they can be harmless for us, or sometimes they are helpful for us. Some which are harmful, they may be pathogen and they may be responsible for causing diseases in human, plants and other animals. These microorganisms can be categorized into five major groups like bacteria, fungi, algae, protists, and as I said, viruses are also considered sometimes. Although they differ from other microorganisms that we will discuss little later. So bacteria are group of majorly single cell prokaryotic organisms. Always remember, prokaryotic organisms are those which do not have a well developed membrane around the nucleus, or they lack membrane bound organelles. Bacteria can be found in soil, water, rock, ocean, in hot springs, and even in Arctic snow. So we can see that there is no place where bacteria cannot be present. Some can live upon or inside other organisms like plant, animal and human, and in this case these plant, animal and human are known as host. They can be few micrometer in length. As we discussed, the bacteria can range or microorganism can range around 1 micrometer. They may exist in several shapes. They can be round in shape, coccus. They can be rod shaped, bacillus. They can be spiral like vibrio. They can occur in cluster like staphylococcus. They can be flagellate, that means they have organelle for locomotion. Also, they can be in the form of spirochetes. So these are different forms in which a bacteria can be seen existing in nature. Some common examples include Escherichia coli, coliforms, Staphylococcus, Lactobacillus, etc. Coming to fungi, fungi are group of eukaryotic organism. That means they have a well membrane bound nucleus, and they also have organelle that are having membrane around us. Most of the fungi are heterotrophic in nature. They are multicellular. Most of the time, they are multicellular. They are saprophytic. That means they are growing upon dead and decaying material most of the time, but sometimes they may be responsible for causing disease, and the symptoms depends upon the area which is affected by the fungi. So, a fungi can be seen in a wide range of habitat. If we talk in general, then the temperature which is slightly warm and weather which is moist and humid is most optimum for the growth of fungi. So most fungi are saprotroph, that means they are growing upon the dead decaying organism. Many of them can be seen in a symbiotic relationship with the plants, which is lichens, which is a association between fungi and algae. So lichens are association between fungi and algae. They can also be seen growing with other animals and other fungi. These are some examples. The very common bread mold, which is commonly seen over a bread. Penicillium, from where the antibiotic penicillin has been secreted or extracted. Aspergillus, and this is how a fungi look in nature. Next is protozoa. The protozoans are group of unicellular eukaryotic organisms. They may be parasitic or free living. They are heterotrophic in nature. That means they do not possess chlorophyll and they cannot prepare their own food. They can be harmful to human as well as to other organisms. Some common examples include amoeba, paramecium, plasmodium, etc. And this is how a protozoan looks. Some are responsible for specific kind of disease like amoeba, carcasium, euglena, didynum, paramecium are some common protozoa. Trypanosoma is responsible for disease in humans. So they can be disease causing or they can be harmless for the humans. Next type of microorganism is algae, which are the group of multicellular eukaryotic organisms which are mostly photosynthetic. More or less, the algae predominate in the aquatic environment. They can be found in both freshwater as well as marine habitat. Most of the algae possess photosynthetic pigment including chlorophyll A and B, which give them green coloration. They can be of different color, like sometimes brown in color, sometimes reddish in color, because of the presence of pigments like carotenoids, xanthophylls. They are also believed to be the precursor of modern plant. Spirogyra, Chlamydomonas, Volvox, Eulothrix, Chlorella, they are some of the example of algae. Lastly, we come to viruses, which are also microscopic, so can be considered as microorganisms, which can cause diseases from mild to severe, so they can be considered as microorganisms, but they are different from every other microorganism in respect that they can reproduce only and only inside a host organism, and this host organism can be a plant, animal, human, or even a bacteria. So a virus relying or a virus growing upon a bacteria is known as bacteriophage. So, a bacteria eating virus is known as bacteriophage. Viruses are responsible for some really common ailments like cold, cough, influenza, that means most of the flu, to the severe one like polio, AIDS, herpes, rubella, Zika, chickenpox, etc. And this is how some common viruses look like. First of all, we have HIV virus, which is the human immunovirus. We have hepatitis B virus, Ebola virus, adenovirus, influenza, rabies, bacteriophage, papillomavirus, rotavirus, and herpes virus. So what we need to remember always about virus, that they behave exactly like a non-living thing outside a host body. Once they get entry inside a host, once they get entry inside a cell, they use the cellular machinery to replicate their own DNA, and this is how they multiply or increase in number inside a host cell. So in next lecture we will continue with some harmful, beneficial and other aspects about the microorganism. Till then, thank you. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.